Hello everyone, I trust you all are doing well. I'm God-made trader and I'm a forex trader. I've been trading for about 3 years now. Basically, I swing trade, and basically what I do here, I share my setup for the coming week, the peers I'm looking at, and I just feel you guys might gain something from it. You guys might benefit from it. Yeah. So if you are new to this channel, please do well to like and subscribe. I really appreciate. You can check out my previous videos. Have been having a lot of good analysis played out. So if you are taking advantage of it, you most likely make money for sure. So yeah, another thing, kind of a sad news. My account, 100K account with fundedness just got terminated because of a US IP issue that their system detected, so which I'm not aware of. I don't know how that came about. I never traded with a USIP. I never traveled to the US. I broke down the explanation and everything for them, and eventually they still went ahead to terminate my account just few days to my payout. And funny enough, when their system detected the issue, which was just a week ago, that's last Sunday, the last time I traded was on a Friday. So I was wondering how managed that came about. I didn't log into my trading account during the weekend. I mean, the weekend is for doing other things. So I don't know how their system detected such, but um, eventually their final decision was to terminate the account and just give me 50% of my performance reward of my payout. I was expecting a $4,000 payout, but eventually they're going to be giving me 50% of that, which is kind of crazy. They still never gave solid evidence of how I initiated that USIP, which I tried discussing with their trading ethics team, but fundedness is just really did me dirty, and there are a lot of complaints that will be coming out from them. Most likely, if you are not an influencer, they'll really play you because similar issues happened whereby an influencer raised this case, got a lot of views on Twitter, and eventually they went ahead to resolve his case. But same issue happened with another trader that is not popular. They raised his voice, and eventually they didn't do anything. So it's kind of crazy. They are being biased, treating traders unequally. First, they brought in there are no swing trade again rule, and now they are doing a lot of things denying payouts for traders. So it's crazy. What they do is what I think they do is if you are not a popular trader and you are new to that platform, you might get one or two payouts, but as they see you are profitable and you keep trading, they might just bring up one thing just to deny you trading that account anymore. So it's crazy, but all good. We move on. So yeah, this video shouldn't be long. Only have few pairs I'm looking at, which is um which is basically gold has been trending to the upside. So we have gold here. Gold has been trending to the upside. I mean, gold is a boss, and that's because a lot of political uncertainties going on across the globe, a lot of financial restructuring and all. So yeah, if you had been buying gold, you should have been making quite some really good money. Yeah. So, but yeah, we got into 2026, and this is just the move that's happened so far in 2026. Um, Initially, gold sold off. I caught a sell on gold from this high here. I caught a sell down, and now I'm looking to buy gold up. Why? So if I bring up my drawing, you can see gold fell back below this 5,000 level and tapped on this EMA, this 50-day moving average, exponential moving average, and bounced off it. I caught a buy when we retraced back here, and now I'm taking another buy because I'm seeing a kind of a triangle pattern for me here. So we have this resistance here and we have this trend line to the upside. Why I took this sell on gold was because of this fair value gap here. This 4-hour fair value gap that was tapped into. So we have this 4-hour fair value gap that was tapped into, and we bounced off it after taking out an inducement here. So where's my chart changing? So we had that inducement here, and price swept it, and now we are going back to the upside. So yeah, I see gold buying more this coming week and weeks to come, and I'll look to hold this position to see how much it plays out. So yeah, I'm already in a buy on gold. On silver is kind of lagging than gold, so I'll still wait, but I think gold is most likely to perform better than silver. So let's just see how it plays out. But yeah, that's the trade I'm looking at. For indices, here, we should be seeing some sales coming on US indices this coming week or weeks to come. But yeah, I'm expecting some sales coming in, and because we've been seeing a lot of distribution here, so we should start seeing a sell to the downside very soon. But currently I'm not seeing any potential entry. I'm not seeing my potential setup around here. Probably I would have taken this sell from here if I had seen it, because we tapped on this daily EMA. But yeah, let's see what this week gives us, if I'll see a setup to sell. But yeah, my bias on here in the indices going forward will be a sell. We have a lot of distribution playing out here. So yeah, that's it. For GU and EU. For the dollar index, I'm still in between, because where market is right now, I can't really say if we are going to buy or sell, but I'm leaning towards a sell on on GU, and a buy on dollar index. So yeah, we have a sweep here, buy side liquidity sweep, and we eventually retrace back to fill this weekly fair value gap here. So if I go to the monthly too, you can see we have this sweep. So we have this sweep. So it's still, well, I really don't, that's what I'm saying, I'm not really sure, because we have this sweep here on the monthly, and I feel we most likely still retrace deeper, just like we did here. We swept and went back up. Now we are sweeping it, and we should see some retracement probably before we start going higher. Else, if this weekly fair value gap hold on GU, you can see we have a bounce here on this level. Might head back to take out external liquidity. So yeah, that's why I've not really been I've not really seen any active trade on these pairs, because I mean, I'm seeing both buy and sell, so I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure of where things are, but let's see how it plays out. I don't even think I'm going to take the sell from here. Okay, let me check DXY. Let me check DXY. So DXY2 is kind of in between. You can see we have this daily fair value gap here that is being supported. So price is refusing to close below even the consequent encroachment. That is the midpoint of this fair value gap. So the only reason why I might switch from buying dollar index to selling is if we close below this fair value gap to the downside. But yeah, let's see what this week unfolds. Same thing too with GU. With EU, I'm really not seeing anything, but let's see how DXY play out. Let's see what happens. Then that will determine if we are going to buy or sell. Else, if we are selling, this might be an inducement for price to go higher. Do you understand? So We have this, yeah, this might be an inducement most likely. If you are going to sell, this might be an inducement, and price might tap into this other block here before continuing higher. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But currently, in between, I've not seen anything I want. Same thing too for G and GU. If we are going to sell, this might be an inducement into this other block before we continue higher. But I'm still expecting this long-term level to be tapped into for GU and EU. USD card, I really have no bias. USD CHF, nothing. Euro GPP, might be seeing some sales this week. I mean, price is rejecting of this level. We're having a lot of weeks. So, and yeah, Euro GPP almost tapped into this 1 month fair value gap, but eventually still ran back up. So yeah, let's see if we might get a tap, or we're even seeing an head and shoulder pattern forming on Euro GPP, because we have this left shoulder, maybe right shoulder is forming around there before we sell. So that's basically it, guys. I really don't have much to say today. I think gold is the only trade I'm active on. I've still not seen other peers or any potential setup, and that's the thing about trading. You won't always see your setups. You have to learn to be patient. Okay, I think another trade I'm into, it's CHF JPY. We have CHF JPY here. So basically we ran this sweep, swap liquidity. I'm expecting a buy to the upside, but another thing is the yen is giving bullish signal. Why? Because if you see, we have this bullish engulfing candle on the yen after taking out the sell side liquidity. So we might be seeing higher prices this coming week on the yen. So if you see Euro JPY, we have this bearish engulfing candle on the weekly. So yeah, we might see a retracement before we continue to the downside. Same thing too for card. We might see more sales coming in. So yeah, this CHF JPY buy that I'm in, though while I'm expecting a retracement at least before we continue to the upside for the yen, that buy I'm in on CHF JPY is highly risky. But yeah, it would be nice if we have some retracement down before we continue higher, something like this. I mean, we have all this fair value gap to fill, so before we continue higher, so that would give my buy on CHF JPY more strength. Yeah, and why I took that setup is because we have this sell side liquidity that was taken out. We broke structure to the upside, created this inducement, came back to take out this inducement, and we should be heading back higher. So yeah, that's why I took the buy. So these are basically the pairs I'm looking at this week. To be honest, nothing more on other pairs. I'm really not seeing any setup. By the way, if I'm to check fundamentals, so what we have in fundamentals this week, we have GPP news on Tuesday, we have CPI news, we have New Zealand interest rate coming in on Wednesday. I have an employment change and unemployment rate here for AUD and this thing. So basically these are the fundamentals coming in this week. A lot of fundamentals this week. So let's see what happens. Another thing is, let's check CO2 report and see what it says. So I'm gonna start with let me see what gold is saying for CO2 report. So basically, how I read this CO2 report, I check for the date with the highest open interest, um, which is coming up, and you click on it, you go down to this commitment of traders position section, and you see what's happening. So you look at non-commercials. So as of February 10, we saw that non-commercials sold gold more and removed their offloaded their long positions. So I think this is why we saw this sell on gold. So basically this CO2 report, it happens always on a Tuesday, but the report comes out on a Friday, so it's kind of lagging. Yeah, it's kind of lagging, but yeah, it gives you an idea what happened during the week. And I think that's one of the reasons why we saw gold sold off on Thursday, because we had a lot of accumulation here. I was expecting this sell. We had a lot of orders here, and price sold off, took out this inducement I talked about before heading higher. So it's most likely the big players started buying from here. Yeah, so that's it. So let's see what this week does on gold. Another pair I'll be looking at is, let's see, the dollar index. I don't think there's really much on the dollar index to look into, because basically there's really nothing much. They both offloaded long and short position on DXY. So yeah, basically when you see a minus, it's with their offloading position, and when you see a plus, they are adding more positions. Do you understand? So for British pound, let's see what happens. For March, CO2 report is saying they added more short positions and removed their long positions. So you see why my bias is initially leaning to shorting the pound. So let's see EU. You can check the remaining by yourself. You can check the remaining by yourself, but I really don't want this video to be really long. So for EU, that's strange. They added quite long position and removed their short position. So yeah, that should affect the price of Euro GBP. So let's see how this week plays out. Let's see how this week plays out. I think that's all I want to really check. That's all I want to really check. Let me see the Canadian dollar. So you can see as of March, we have long position on the card, and they offloaded their short position. So yeah, that's basically it. That's just what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Please do well to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share the video, comment what you'd like me to discuss about, and yeah, I would be willing to help and share my knowledge with you guys. Do have a wonderful week ahead. Stick with God and pray that He guides you by Spirit to see real opportunities in the market. Because to be honest, my trading journey, my success has only been on God. He has opened my eyes to see the market for what it is, and He has helped me to develop into a better person. So yeah, God has really been with me on this journey, and I give Him all the praise. And I believe you can also carry God along in your trading journey, and I so much believe that you'll become so successful beyond your imaginations. So yeah, that's it. Do have a blessed week, guys. Peace.